Hello, my lovelies, and welcome to another episode of In My Opinion by Oli. I'm your host, Oli, and welcome. Today's topic will be discussing, or we'll be talking about the power of words, how communication can shape our lives sometimes, and how we can communicate with our words, how we can communicate with our feelings, you know, just usual communication that we have every now and then with our in our relationships, in our every relationship in our lives, maybe family relationship, like any type of relationship, work relationship, any type of relationship at all. Okay, so communication, and that's what we'll be talking about, and how we use our words and how we can convey our feelings. All right, so we use our words to connect to people with people every day, right? So whether it's through a heartfelt conversation or maybe just a simple text, it's or even if it's like a handwritten note, the way we use language to express our thoughts, to express our emotions, it's really powerful, you know? Like I've always truly I've always been fascinated by how the right words, spoken or written, anytime, okay, can uplift someone's spirit, bridge gaps, and also create understanding. I've always been fascinated with that. Sometimes I have I've okay, I was a little disappointed about something earlier today, and I I spoke with my mom, and she gave me this word of encouragement. So that's why I had to talk about this today, about communication, how well communication can help us sometimes. For me, communication is more than just exchanging information. It's about connecting on a deeper level. It's about being genuine. It's about being vulnerable sometimes, of sharing a part of ourselves, and maybe, and really listening to others when they speak. That is when communication can be complete, when you listen and understand what the other party is actually talking about. When we put our feelings into words, we are not just conveying a message, we're opening up to people, and we're also inviting others into our world. And when we truly listen, we are showing that we value and respect the person in front of us, even if you are listening to the person through the phone. You know, we value the person when you listen to the person. I believe that the best conversations, happen when we are fully present and engaged. And in those moments, we set aside these distractions, like not playing with our phones, or having this having this connection with the person in front of you, that you're truly truly listening to the person, okay, and really you want to hear what the other person is saying. It's in these interactions, when you communicate with people, it's in these interactions that we find connection. It's in these interactions we find empathy. It's in these interactions we often find inspiration. Okay. So that is like we try to make our words count when, and our feelings heard, because what I'm trying to talk about today is about emotions, about feelings, and the words we use when communicating. Okay. After all, it's through these genuine exchanges that we build strong and lasting relationships. It's true communication, right? I've been thinking a lot about the ways we communicate, and how much there is that this simple act of sharing our thoughts and feelings with words. I told you I was fascinated. I was fascinated about. I am fascinated about it. Actually, not was. I am still fascinated about it. How words can uplift people. Words are incredible tools. They are. They are these little symbols that, um, when you put them together in the right way, you can convey an entire story. You can convey an entire idea to the person listening or those who want to listen. Let's think about a single word that can carry so much weight. Like, I'm sorry. Like, please. Like, can we mend this argument? Can we mend this fight? Okay. These things can brighten someone's entire day. Like, you look nice from a genuine aspect. It can uplift somebody's spirit. And yet, it's not just the words themselves that matter, it's how we use them, the tone in our voice, the pauses we take, the emphasis we put on certain words. All of these words mean a lot when we communicate. Even in writing, when you write, because communication, if you're sending a text, if you're talking to somebody through the phone, if the person is right in front of you, there are different ways to communicate. Even writing, the choice of words you make use of, the punctuations when you need to pause, and the rhythm of our sentences when we write. It's it's like saying a poem, and you feel that person's the person saying that poem, how the person conveys his or her message through that poem. That is communication, and you actually understand that poem, and you actually feel that poem. Okay, that is communication. The person is trying to convey a message. A simple message, can be warm and comforting, or cold and distant. It depends, right? Like when you use all caps sending a message to somebody, the person would think, oh, she's angry with me. He's angry with me, right? Depending on how it is crafted. But beyond beyond these languages, beyond every language that we speak, there is something even more essential. Even if it's our native language, even if it's the common languages that we make use of in communicating, the feelings behind the words matter. Genuine communication comes from a place of honesty and vulnerability. Genuine, when you look at somebody and you say, oh, you look nice, when it comes from a genuine aspect, the person will feel happy. It's about opening up, it's about sharing part of our lives. When you are in a relationship, it's about trusting the other person, and you know that the person will understand and respect your feelings, right? It's not always easy, because there are some people that there is something that is called miscommunication. When you miscommunicate, it's not people don't really understand what you're saying. Sometimes we struggle to find the right words when we communicate, or we're afraid of how our feelings will be received. That is why sometimes we don't communicate. So, in those moments, it is actually really, really important, right? That communication is a two-way street. When I give you an information, it depends on how you take that information, and it depends on how you receive that information. It depends on how you perceive that information, and it depends on how well you listen. It's not just about speaking or writing, but also about listening and understanding. That is when communication is complete. When we truly listen to someone, we are not just hearing their words, we are actually trying to pay attention to the emotions and intentions behind those words. We are creating this, we're creating, it's like we're creating a space where they feel safe to express themselves fully. Sometimes I found that the most meaningful conversations happen when you're talking with somebody, okay? When you're talking with somebody and the person is present in the conversation, the person is engaged in the conversation, not pinging or not taking up the phone when the person is talking, all those things. It shows like you're not even interested in what the person is saying. You're not interested. I believe that every person has a unique story to tell, and there's so much we can learn from each other if we take the time to listen and share. It's easy to find joy in simple things. It's very, very easy to find joy in simple things. Okay? It's like it's been there and it's just right in front of us. But it's just for us if we can get that thing and how to connect deeper when communicating with people, when you're trying to convey a message. Okay? Communication is such a fascinating and it is such I'm sorry, someone came into the room, okay? Yeah. Okay, as I was saying, communication is a fascinating way of expressing yourselves, expressing your feelings, and for the other party to understand what you are trying to express. And it's an essential part of our lives. All right. Um, okay, I would love to hear your thoughts, even if it's leave a comment, okay? Have maybe you've had memorable experiences where words and feelings played a very, very crucial role anyway, or maybe you have some tips on how to improve communication in your relationships. Share the story or share insights in the comments below. If you're listening to this on YouTube, and you can leave a voice note if it's on Spotify. Okay, so I can't wait to listen to them. I can't wait to hear them. All right. So if you've enjoyed this, please, you can share this content. Okay. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Okay. So take care, my lovelies. Take care and keep communicating with your heart. My baby is right next to me. I'm so sorry. And keep communicating with your heart. All right. Until next time, my lovelies. Remain calm. All right. Take care. Bye.